fast approaching NaNoWriMo, otherwise known as National Novel Writing Month. Every November, a group of writers online pledge to write 50,000 words of a first draft in 30 days. A whole bunch of published novels have come from this endeavor. Famous NaNoWriMo novels include The Night Circus, Water for Elephants, and Wool. I'm Amy Leigh Strickland, host of the Indivisible blog and 4-time NaNoWriMo participant. 3-time winner. I kinda ran out of story on my first go. Some people participate in Camp NaNoWriMo in July, and others yet participate in a screenwriting push in April. But November is still by far the most popular month to participate in NaNoWriMo activities. So why am I telling you about this on October 1st? Because we have little time to prepare. Now, here are some things that you can get ready before NaNoWriMo starts on November 1st. Number 1, set up your story. Nail down those basics. An outline will help you clip along even when the crutch of inspiration isn't there. You have 30 days to write 50,000 words, so now is not the time to do a free writing exercise. Come up with a basic plot, a shell, and figure out who the major players are. If possible, write an actual outline. Now, you may realize as you're writing that between 1 and 2, you need a 1.75 to get you that rest of the way. But that's okay. There's still room for change and improvisation as you go. And what's going to make that change easier is step 2. Explore your characters. Knowing who they are and what they do is important, even if some of those details never make it into your final draft. In order for your characters to feel real, they need to have fleshed out personalities and backstories. Being vague, not knowing these things about your character and avoiding them is bad. Being ambiguous, knowing these things about your characters but not explicitly stating them to your reader, is great. The difference? What you know, what work you do ahead of time. Fill out some character questionnaires. Cast actors or models to look like your characters. Go shopping on websites and put together lookbooks for their style. Do whatever you need to make these people feel real in your mind. Step 3. Organize your life for maximum writing productivity. Get your computer set up so all of those necessary files are accessible. In fact, put them on your desktop so that when you get on your computer to click around on Facebook mindlessly, you can't forget that you're supposed to be writing. Want to automate nagging yourself? Set up a daily alert on your phone or calendar. Decide when you want to write and how often. Yes, 50,000 divided by 30 is 1,666.6 repeating, but some people find it easier to write daily or every other day or only on weekends. It's really up to you. I personally find it easier to write every other day and then save the off days for daydreaming and plotting. Step 4, set up your novel on NaNoWriMo.org. Register, set up your novel, and start looking for local meetups. NaNoWriMo write-ins are a great way to meet cool people and also carve out dedicated writing time. The people you live with might have a hard time respecting that when you are sitting staring at your computer, beating the side of your head repeatedly. That is work. But when you're going to a scheduled event to meet real human beings, it's much easier to justify to the people you live with and for you to get down to work. And finally, step 5, incentivize your writing. Make a little advent calendar where you can open a prize each day. Or maybe put $1 in an account for a big sushi dinner at the end of the month. Do something to reward yourself when you succeed at your daily writing goals. You can turn that positive reinforcement into future motivation. NaNoWriMo is a great excuse to finally crank out that draft that you've been putting off for years. Indivisible is all about what to do with that finished manuscript, but all of our cover designers, editors, and accounting experts can't do anything for you until you start that first draft. So, commit. Tell yourself you're going to do it, and then get to writing. I'll be back with another video at the start of NaNoWriMo, but until then, like this video, share it with your friends, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Always be writing, especially in November.
Hi everyone, MH Soars here. I write young adult paranormal romance and new adult contemporary romance. What I did last year was use a 7-point plot grid, which is behind me on this board. This is still the same one for last year that I used for the Phoenix Shadow. This is the one I use. Each color is a plot, is a different plot or subplot. And after I do this, I write an outline. And after the outline is done, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Hey, my name is Sue Burdorf, and I participate in NaNoWriMo, and I have been for the last several years. And the best tip that I ever came across was do your research before you actually start. So you are allowed to do all your pre-stuff, you just can't do any actual writing. So I always do my research before I start, so I have no extra time wasted by trying to do it during the month. So that's my best tip, is get your research done first.
Hi, I'm Michelle, also known as Nyasa on the NaNoWriMo forums. I'm one of the Denver, Colorado MLs, and the number one piece of advice that I would offer you this year as you're planning for NaNoWriMo is to tell all of your friends and family that you're participating. That way they know, and you'll also have a built-in cheering section to keep you on your goal.
Talk to you later.
That's it. Bye.